Big defrost is going on. Very cold this morning. Morning, y'all.
Morning, y'all.
Morning, y'all.
Morning.
It's a cold start. A very cold start. Today, we're going to do a common question I get asked a lot. Thanks for all the comments yesterday about the Q&A. You seem to like that. I will do more of those, so bear with those ones. How high to tee the golf ball up? I'm going to do it with lots of different clubs as well, because we're going to talk about driver, but also other clubs that you tee, you know, your irons, and you might even tee up wedges or hybrids, all that kind of thing. So you can post comments down below. How high should you tee your driver up? What's the common rule? What is it? How high should you tee it up? In that comment section down below. All of that. Yeah, all of that is still up for grabs if you hit the link in the description down below. Donate to the charity, and if you're a subscriber to this channel, so if you're not already and you want to enter, hit the subscribe button. You'll be entered as long as you make a donation as well to win all that lovely swag. Time to get the torquay because Dan's going to help me with this one. Oh, we've got some coach chipping advice coming. Let's get the torquay. Tee height with a driver. Daniel's son's going to start. We got the quad, we got numbers. Let's show you what happens when we move the tee height with a driver. Does it make any difference? So a normal tee height to start. Club data coming in. So initial, when it's lower, without looking at the data, what do you feel like is going to happen?
I feel like I'm trying. I feel like I'm getting down on the ball more. Like I'm staying down here more, trying to connect with it because I'm trying to hit it. I'm trying to get it as high on the face as I can.
Yeah.
But if I try and sweep it like I would with a higher tee, it was just going to come out really low on the face.
Yeah. So this is kind of back to get up down stuff.
Yeah, yeah, it is for sure.
Right, low and high tee. So really interesting, your delivery changes. You're 2.5 up with the higher tee, which is kind of what I would expect.
Yeah.
To nearly 0.5 down when it was lower. You're trying to find strike.
3 degrees difference.
Now that scares you that you're going to lose launch, because you can see your loft here is dropping down to 17.6 rather than 19.4 average.
Yeah.
You know that. So on the face of the path, you're more open with the face of the path than you are when you know you've got it teed
Trying to
up.
squeeze as much loft as I can.
You're twisting the club around the axis of the shaft, cutting it up in the air. You're trying to get loft. I reckon the resulting distance of these two would be the same. So 258 carry to 254 average.
Yeah.
Obviously only 33 average peak height to 35 when it was teed high. So what you lose in carry you'd gain in roll, but that's because of your skill set of being able to deliver as much loft as you can when you're in that uncomfortable position.
Yeah.
You tended to cut it more when you had it teed low.
Yes.
Kind of aim up the left and fade it back stuff.
Yeah.
And when you had it teed high, you were straighter with more curvature to the left when you wanted it. So is tee height important for people? Absolutely. I think it's something that as golf pros we forget to talk about because it's almost so obvious to us. Because you aren't articulating what you're doing there.
It's just all going through my head.
It's years of you teeing it from different heights and thinking, I'll try this.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
When I do that, this happens. So what I think's interesting is when I get a student who has a strange tee height. Do you get those ones down?
Yeah, we do.
So for instance, this tee height for a driver is going to be kind of there or thereabouts from most people.
Yeah.
It's when I put that tee down and they go, oh, have you got a higher one? And I haven't for a start, and I can make it higher. Obviously we can tell these, but I just think, okay, what in their delivery is making them want to tee that really high? And the classic one I see is kind of that one, ball outside left foot. Nice kind of high cutters onto target, often not that powerful.
Yeah.
They're trying to find loft. They want to hit later on in their arc, so the face is starting to point left at this point.
Yeah.
So the ball starts left and their path is left at that and they cut it back. And I always say to them, isn't it, you know, have you ever thought about why you have to tee that up there? And they often haven't because they're doing what you've done, which is just to find a way. But if you've figure it out. So if you've got a tee height that you're using, which is kind of a bit out of the norm, really low to really high, it will be because of the way you're delivering. Now that's not a fault, but it might be something you can work on, because it's interesting that Dan here was able to hit pretty much equivalent shots apart from shape from different tee heights. One more point, Dan.
There's another point.
There's loads of points to this, more than is given credit, right? With a driver, I would absolutely change my tee height to change my path, change my face to path, change my angle of attack, change my shot shape. Yet, people are more happy to go on a range and try and spend hours hitting an exact position. Post comments down below. How many of you have played with tee height to work out what shots you get from different tee heights, to then think, how could I equate that to the course? Because I would absolutely use this all day long. I remember playing with Sully round his course. Oh, what was it called? It was much better length for me, that one, than the Portugal one, because it's a members course. Just post comment. I'll probably put up something saying where it is, because it'll come back. But there's one hole you had to get quite a pronounced cut off the tee if you want to do your driver.
Yeah.
And
so
I
you pegged it right down.
I pegged it down.
Yeah.
Knowing that I'll leave my face open to the path, aim left, and just hit it as hard as possible. And that thing will just carve. Look at it go. Look at that curving to the right of that line.
There it goes. Right at target.
That had a lot of curvature on without me really working that hard. I'm reacting to where that ball is on the ground. Correct tee height. Your standard stock answer from my question this morning, half the ball above the top of the club is like your standard stock answer, yeah? And that's where I feel I can hit up and get draw. I can get fade from there as well. Yeah. But I will move that tee height to move my delivery and to influence shot shape exactly as we saw Dan do. You need to be practicing this.
So question for you.
What have you got for me?
You're talking about the low cutting ball that you've just hit there.
Yeah.
When I see you try and hit the high bomber, you're teeing it up again, aren't you? So you're teeing it higher than what your standard would be. You're almost like nearly a ball above that position, trying to hit more up on the ball.
Correct.
Yeah.
If I do my, let's stack this. I do a 10-finger baseball, like step through, I just need to kill this drive as far as possible shot. So I stand a bit wider, because I want to have more shift and a step.
Yeah.
Oh, and obviously what happens when I stand a bit wider is my whole body goes further back. So I'm now hitting more on the way up as a default.
Okay.
So if the ball's not up in the air a bit more, what I do is I can sclaff it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because if I'm trying to hit 6 up at it, I need some clearance of the ground, which means getting behind it more, which means I need that ball much more up in the air.
Yeah.
You should watch Joe Miller hit it. He's teeing it up like this high.
Yeah.
Long drive champion Joe. Right, Joe? I have to get some filming with Joe. He's a good boy, old Joe. Because he's trying to hit up with no loft, try and get spin loft down to 0 to get literally bullets.
Yeah.
And he's teeing it up like, it's hilarious, it's fun to watch. Still hit your positions, fix your wrist angles, all those kind of things, but you'll be amazed how subtly you can change path, face the path, certainly angle of attack, and then shot shape by playing with tee height. Three-wood, Dan, watch this.
Okay.
From the deck, aim up the left, and just hit it. Moving to the right.
Yeah, a little bit of a slider.
Spin axis 8 degrees to the right. Now from a little tee. So much straighter, maybe turning a fraction left.
Straight. Yeah, just a little touch of draw.
Spin axis 9 left. So 3 wood from the deck, 3 wood from a tee, 3 wood from a low tee to a slightly higher tee. I'm absolutely going to hit this club in different shapes. And you could equate this to when you're on the fairway as well. So if the ball's sat really tight fairway like a links lie, I'm probably not going to try and draw this in from that lie, but if you're getting a bit of semi and it's set up, I might think, right, I can hit this harder, send it out to the right, draw it back in, hit up at it almost because it's sat in the air. Again, tee height, how it sits on the floor height, will make me play these clubs in different ways. So you would do similar things, I imagine?
Yeah, with what you've just been saying, absolutely I would, yeah.
So for instance, my 23-degree hybrid, my ring key,
yeah,
that's drawing for me generally.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But then my power hybrid,
a little bit less loft.
yeah, down in the teens in loft,
Yeah.
I'm going to hit from the deck to hit a little cutty one. I'm going to tee it up and try and send it
Just like
a bit
you
higher
would
on the
three.
face and bomb it, exactly the same.
Yeah.
But where does it end? So at what point does that stop? So for me, kind of when I get into my irons, 5-iron off the tee, I would tee it up low and feel like I could hit whatever shape I wanted. And then you get anywhere near 9 irons, literally, I don't mind if I'm hitting it from the ground or a little tee, and again, I'll shape it whatever way I want. Is that the same for you?
And I see what you mean now. I would say exactly the same. I'd probably go to maybe 7 iron, 8 iron. If I was trying to draw it into a par 3 or into a flag on the left-hand side, I'd be looking to just get it teed up a little bit higher.
Oh, you would still use it?
I would, yeah. Up to probably 7 iron.
Okay.
Now you've sort of we've discussed that, but I think when it comes to 8 iron and 9 iron, I'm now not possibly doing that. I'm keeping it probably a little bit lower in the standard tee height. Yeah.
Enough loft for you to feel like you can do
quite low for me. Yeah.
Yeah, enough loft for you to feel like you can do what you want from it.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to teeing those kind of clubs up, because I've done the lesson where you've got the 7 iron teed up that high with people.
Okay, yeah,
where
bit
are you
extreme.
teeing up an iron? So that's a 7 iron. Where would you want that ball to sit on that face if you teed it up?
So if I'm hitting a 7 iron, normally it is literally I'm pinching the tee is just above ground height.
Yeah.
So it's kind of more probably there.
So you're aligning almost with sweet spot, aren't you?
Yes. However, when I tee it a little bit higher, you see, it's not that I'm trying to hit it possibly higher in the face for me. I'm trying to hit more up on the ball.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So I'm still finding sweet spot.
Yeah.
What you got to be very careful of is if you tee it too high, then you start striking it up here.
Because the weakest part of those clubs, if you turn that around, and all clubs are the same, even though this is a blade, they don't put much up here. No. It's all packed down here.
Yeah.
You start hitting above kind of 4/5 groove up. See you later on distance. Just massive drops.
Yeah.
So when we look at Dan's numbers, the loft he's trying to deliver, which is dictated a bit by that tee height, is crucial into the shape shot he's trying to hit. Same with me, with my different clubs, where I see so many amateurs just trying to deliver one swing for all clubs. And it's the deeper down the rabbit hole we go and look at these nuances, these kind of little intricate changes that we're making, that I believe you'll all be better for doing and learning and experimenting with. I think we've wasted plenty of time in golf coaching, and we still do, unfortunately, trying to express ideas that just are not practical. The perfect tee height. I know lots of you will be watching this video hoping that there's an answer, that I give you an answer. And I reckon I could give you an answer and lots of people would go, oh yeah, that's great, brilliant. The trouble is I wouldn't feel like you're going to get any better from it, so I want to give you more than just after ball above the top of your club head, which that's been published for years, and that's kind of made us all think that's where we put it with the driver. It's not, unfortunately. Put your comments down below, let me know what you think. Let me know if you've ever thought of loft delivery in such a way. This video, hopefully the ball position video, and also the video I did recently on how to hit a driver from the deck. It shows you, and I've said this with coaches before, Andrew Rice, if you're ever watching this one, Andrew, you'll know what I mean. Loft is everything. Delivered loft. Even though lots of you have no idea or feel of what loft you are delivering or not. When I play with students and challenge their ideas of loft delivery, it transforms path, face the pass, movements they can and can't make. Because we react to loft and launching that ball so much. Who wants all of this? All this could be yours. Donation link down below, runs till Monday, and you got to be a subscriber of this channel, so hit the subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed, and you'll be entered to win all that swag. Now, see you all on Monday. We will have the winner announced on Monday. If the video goes up on Monday, I'm not sure. If it doesn't, it'll go up Tuesday, because I'm doing a final roundup with the Journey students on Monday, which I will show you. Lots of people asking how they're getting on, so we'll do a roundup of how they've all done in their sessions. Has it been worth the money? Has it been worth the time? Have they improved or not? Can't wait to sharing all their stories with you. Monday / Tuesday, subject to upload and me getting back, because we're doing a finale at the 2010 course, Celtic Manor, which will be a bit of a treat for everyone. I just hope it doesn't rain and the forecast doesn't look that good. Have a great weekend. See you all Monday.